Good morning. Welcome back to our Young Onset Circuit Training class. I'm Lauren Lewis with Power for Parkinson's. Welcome. For today's class, you're going to need a water bottle and some weights. Let me just remind you before we get started that this is a high-energy, non-competitive class designed for people with mild symptoms of Parkinson's disease. We will be getting on and off the floor, so make sure that that is something you are comfortable with. Make sure to have a chair nearby to assist you with balance. As well as getting on and off the floor if that's your issue. And you will need to be able to exercise comfortably for an hour, so let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off with our warm-up. We're going to put on some music and go for about 4 minutes to get our bodies warmed up. I'm going to ask you to join me. If this does not work out for you, go and run up and down your stairs, run around the room, get yourself warmed up. Go to our library and see maybe one of the other warm-ups work better for you. Let's get started. Music? Sorry. All right, let's get started with our warm-up. March it out, right, left. Lift those knees, swing those arms. We just want to do this nice and gradually, easing into our warm-up, easing into our cardio. Lift the knees a little higher now, swing those arms a little more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's take heel in front. Swing those arms. Get the shoulders ready, warming up. 8 more, it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, change the arms, bring them overhead, up. Keep those heels in front. Maybe take it down a little lower if you want. For 8, 6, 4, 3, add a knee lift. One at a time, abs are tight. Bring those arms underneath, forcing that knee to lift a little higher. Eight more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. How about some doubles? 2 each side. Let's go to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, back to 2s. 1, 2, singles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inner thigh, go for the heel. Bring that heel in front. Let's make those arms a little more fun. Nice and big, half moons overhead, big circle. Doubles, 2, and 2, 2. Let's go to 4, here we go. 1, 2, 3, switch sides. Back to 2s. Singles, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, outer thigh, out, 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 out. Cross those arms. Arms overhead. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, marching in place. Right, left. Lift the knees nice and high. All right, your heart rate should be up. Let's see if we can't get those legs warmed up a little more. Come on down. Come on down a little more. All right, let's go a little more. Right here, hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it back up. All right, nice work, arms overhead. Let's bring that heart rate down, gently, slowly together. Up, and down. Take that march just a little lighter, a little slower. Left. Good, you never want to stop a cardio. You want to just slowly walk it off. All right. All right, I hope we had a good warm-up. Hope whatever you were doing, you're making sure to not just come back or stop. You want to make sure to keep that heart rate slowly coming down so you're safe. Our circuit today will consist of 6 exercises. Each of these exercises will be focusing on large muscle groups. Each of these exercises also has a benefit for Parkinson's disease. We'll be focusing on common symptoms of Parkinson's disease. You may not have or experience any of these or all of them, or maybe you have all of them. It doesn't matter, and you don't necessarily have to experience the symptom to benefit from it. So each exercise will be also timed for a minute, and we'll have time in between to transition to our next one. Our first exercise is going to be a caterpillar with a cross tap. So a caterpillar is as follows. You're going to start standing nice and tall. Arms start over your head. You're going to bend, reach down to the floor. Straight legs if you can. Bent legs are fine. Stay at your level. You're going to walk your legs, your hands out into a plank position. So here's your plank right here. You're going to cross and touch each toe or knee. Walk back, touch your toes, and come up. You can do this using a modified. You can do this on the floor and bend your knees. That's fine. You can even use a chair. And the chair here is similar. You come up, come here, and instead of walking your hands, you walk your feet back. Now you're, again, in that plank. You're still using all the same large muscle groups. Tap each foot. Walk your legs back in and stand. Both exercises are beneficial. Both exercises are great. Both exercises are using all the major muscle groups we're looking for: core, shoulders, hip stability, and lengthening those legs. All right, we're going to put on our timer and our music. Let's get going. First exercise, caterpillar cross taps. Okay, 1 minute. Touch those toes. Again, you can bend those knees or not. That's up to you. Go at your pace, not mine. You can speed it up or go slower. Think about keeping your body steady and strong. Almost done. Just a few more seconds. Touch those toes. Time. All right, there's our first exercise. How'd we do? Kind of got everything going all at once in your first exercise. I like to start off with using a full body exercise, so good for us. The next exercise is really all about core. We're strengthening the core, so we're going to come on down to the floor, and we're going to do a bird dog with a bear crawl. So what I mean by that, there's two exercises that I'm combining using all these large muscles. So we're back into a bird dog is down here. You're on all fours. Flat back, hands directly underneath your shoulders. You lift your opposite limbs. So your right arm, left leg, lift up together. Find your balance. Hold it here. Come back down. Switch sides. Reaching, lengthening. Now here is where the bear crawl comes in. Watch the knees. They come up. And then we use opposite limbs. Take 2 steps each side. 1, 2. Then we come back down from the bear crawl, back to our bird dog, and do it on the other side. And here's where it gets fun. Come back up to the bear crawl, and now we're going to use opposite limbs and go backwards. This is the one, if anything, that's the one that's going to confuse you. Do your best to try, really try to use your opposites, okay? Look down and make sure you're using that. The modification for this is very simple. Don't lift your knees up. Work on just getting those opposites going. Hold here, lift here, and then go backwards. And I promise again, you will get plenty out of this. So let's put on our 1 minute timer and our music. Let's try this together. Here we go. Core. Focusing on core. You may want to slow it down for the first few to make sure you're really reaching, balancing, controlling that core. Try to even out those hips, working on stabilizing. Woo! And time. All right. Good job. We need to get off the floor. The best way to do that, the safest way, is to take your stronger leg, that's probably your right leg for most of you, bring it at 90-degree angle in front of you. Both hands here, using your back leg and your heel. Lift yourself up, keeping your head above your chest. Safest way, best way to get off the floor. All right, our next exercise is a leg strengthening exercise. We're going to use those weights with this also. So let's strengthen the upper body as well. So we're going to be using our core, our core, of course, our bicep curls. We're going to be using our biceps. And we're going to be using our quadriceps right here, front of leg. These are wall squats. I'm going to ask you to come down, push your back against the wall. Make sure you can feel your shoulder blades and your lower back. You should not have any holes in your back. Come down to what feels comfortable for you. 90 degrees is optimal, but if you're feeling this in your knees or you're finding it's too hard, come up a little, that's fine. Elbows are here, off the, not totally on the wall, just be in front of, and you're going to lift those arms up to your shoulders while you are doing leg lifts. You're going to do a knee, extend, knee, down, knee, extend, knee, down. All right, let's put on our timer and our music. Let's see if we can go a minute on this one. Make sure your legs are not squeezing your knees together. They're slightly apart. Let's go. Try to get that heel. Try to lift right here. Try to get that heel in front of you. You're going to feel even more of a good quadricep workout by squeezing that heel forward, coming down, making sure you've got that 90-degree angle. Try not to swing and sway those arms. Control is all, it's all what we're looking for. We're working on controlling the body, working properly throughout each of these exercises. How are we doing so far? So good? All right, my legs are starting to feel this. All right, timers go, and we only have a few more seconds. Stay with it. And time. Get yourself carefully off the wall by bringing your legs back towards you. Hold the wall and come on up. Our next exercise is a standing figure eight. Grab your weight again. This is for shoulders, this is upper body, but we're going to throw in core with it. So you're going to hold this weight right here, and you're going to do a figure eight right up here. So you're rowing. It's a rowing motion, but you're making a figure eight shoulder height instead of way down here. Okay? And then if you want, you're going to add an alternating knee lift. That's where the core comes in, working on balance. Please make sure you have that chair nearby for safety. Music on, timer on. Here we go. You're going to start to feel this. I'm going to change the way I'm holding my weight because I think this is a little easier for me. Hold it any way you want to. Standing tall, pull your belly in, row nice and high, shoulder height. You're going to start to really feel this in your shoulders. Working on lifting those knees is going to work on balance, working on core, and of course, leg strength. Stay with the figure eight, stay nice and high. Try not to bring them to your side. Try to keep them a little higher. You're going to feel your obliques. Those are your side abdominal muscles. You're going to feel those kicking in too. So that's the core part. And my shoulders are beginning to start to get on fire here. And done. Let's put our weights down. Chair squat. I threw this in for a lot of reasons. What I noticed when I was doing live, we were doing live classes again here in Austin in June and July, is that a lot of people just don't know how to do a proper squat. So actually, if you sit down in your chair, that's a proper squat. You're at 90-degree angles, you're sitting back, your abdominals or your body weight is forward. So let's get those legs directly in front of you, not under the chair. Your heels, toes rather, are not directly in front, just on a slight angle. You're going to pull your belly in, sit up to a full standing position, and then sit back down. Your arms, make sure that chair is still there. Your arms can help you with balance by keeping your arms in front. Let's do that for a minute. Let's make sure that we're really working on a proper squat. Watch out that those knees don't come in front. Here we go. I like to keep my arms in front. That helps me with balance, so I don't fall forward or backward. It evens my body weight out. Stand and sit. You can take this up faster or slow it down, really get into those glute muscles. All your weight's on your heels. Try not to swing and sway. Try to lift. Don't let momentum lift you. Let your weight, your muscles lift you. All right, we're a little more than halfway through. Stay with me. Starting to feel it in my glutes. That's those muscles behind you. Pull your belly tight, standing tall. 10 seconds to go. Here we go. And done. Nice place to end sitting down, right? All right, our last exercise, you're going to use, you don't need anything for, just a floor. This is our cardio exercise. Our last exercise is a cardio. We're going to be doing 2 jogs and a hold. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. It's 2 so that you always end up holding on an opposite leg. You can do this standing. You can do this jogging. You can do this full out. Any way you do it is good. We want to get the heart rate up. This is a cardio exercise. 1 minute of cardio. Let's get going. This is all about training and making your heart healthier. Here we go. Lift those knees, whatever it takes. Get that heart rate. Now, once you've gotten that pattern, you can have a little more fun with it. But let's get the pattern first. 1, 2, hold. Let's take it to the side. Keep your feet straight ahead. We're working laterally now. That hold is going to increase that heart rate because you're starting and stopping. You're not in steady state. It's called steady state when you're just constantly moving. Almost done. All right, don't stop. Move. Keep moving. Let's get that heart rate down together. We're going to take 1 deep inhale, 4 exhales together. Keep moving. Ready? It's a great way of getting that heart rate down. Let's do it one more time. All right, that was our first round. We did 6 exercises, each working on large muscle groups, each working for 1 minute. We're going to go a second round. This time we're going to do the exact same exercises now that you know what we're working on. This time I want to focus on the benefits for Parkinson's disease. A major or a common symptom of Parkinson's is loss of range of motion, which means you're not going to a full extent of your arms or legs. Things are just not extending to their fullest. So this caterpillar forces you or reminds you into a plank, reminds you to extend your body as long as possible. Another common symptom is that loss of, it's called contralateral, using opposites when you walk. Opposites when you walk is really, really important because number one, it's for balance. It keeps you balanced. It helps you with walking. It helps you move faster. adds momentum. So if you lose that, it makes gait much more difficult. So we're working on those opposites in the at the caterpillar when we're in the plank by going to opposites. So let's put on our music again. Put our timer on for 1 minute. Think about really going full range of motion in your arms and in your legs in the plank and going toward those opposites. Here we go. And again, if you can straighten those legs, that's best. Maybe not in the walk, but right here at the end. You may have to bend here, that's fine, but when you get to the plank, straight. We're also working balance here. Balance is really important. We want to trigger all those proprioceptors in the brain so that if you lose your balance, your body knows how to regain so you don't fall and hurt yourself. Keep your eye on that clock, only 10 seconds to go. You may want to speed it up for these last 5 seconds. And done. All right, good job. The next exercise is the bird dog bear crawl. This one is really all about balance. It's strengthening the core, strengthening the balance, and again, working on gait. If you notice, when I first taught the exercise, the bear crawl, you were moving with opposites. We're reinforcing using those opposites in a different way. So let's put on our music, think about strengthening, working on balance, holding that bird dog. Hold it for a second or two, okay? Here we go. So I'm gonna hold this for a second, go to the other side, hold it, making sure I find my balance before I go into the bear crawl. Lift and walk it out. To my bear crawl. Down and reach. Try not to drop one hip. I know it's easy to do that. I'm keep kicking the table here, so if it looks like I'm not lifting, it's because I'm afraid I'm going to kick that table right over. This one's tough. This takes a lot of thinking and balance. All right, halfway through. How are we doing? So far, so good? After you do them a little while. All right. After you do them for a little while, it does get a little easier like everything else. We're going to bring that leg in front here, stand up. We're going to go right to the chair squat. The chair squat is really important because we're strengthening and building the muscles in the legs. And that's important for gait. A lot of people with Parkinson's begin to shuffle. So we want to make sure we've got the strength in the legs to lift those legs. That's what that's about. And we want to make sure we're keeping those knees safe, that we're not doing squats like this, which again is going to throw your balance off. A squat is right here. All right, grab that chair, get yourself in position. So we're going to push down on your heels instead of swinging up. You're going to push down on those heels and stand up. Here we go. We're going to put the music on. 1 minute working on using your heels and your weight balanced to stand. Here we go. Push down and lift. Notice my toes come up. That was not intentional. That's balance. I'm putting my weight behind me, so sometimes my toes will come up. That's okay. That's fine. But don't do it so much so that you'll lose your balance. And range of motion, I'm standing fully. Again, thinking about all those things, some of these symptoms that you may be experiencing with Parkinson's. Think about lifting your body totally to a full standing upright position. Think about strengthening those legs. All right, almost done. Keep your eye on that clock. And done. All right. The next exercise is our standing figure eights. I'm going to grab your weight for this one. The benefit of this is rigidity. We want to work against rigidity. Some people find that they become very, very rigid. So we're going to work on really making the body a little more smooth. Now that you understand how to do this, keep those arms up here, I'm going to ask you to make it a little more fluid. All right, so we remind the trunk to move a little more fluidly, not so stiff. And of course, always try to throw in as much balance as possible, because balance is one of the major symptoms that most people do experience. So we want to work on balance whenever we can. Music, timer, let's go. Keep those arms up. I know it's easy to think to bring them down to your side to do that row, but try to keep them up. You're going to feel it a little better in those shoulders, and it forces you to really twist a little more, right? Take your head with you. See if you can't, if that doesn't help, to get a little more fluid motion. Halfway through, how we doing? How's that balance? Be sure to do this near a wall or a chair for balance assistance. Heart rate's coming up on me anyway. Almost done. All right, here we go. And count down. Good job. All right. All right, our next exercise is the wall squats. We've got our weights. We're going to do our bicep curls. That's for upper body strength. It'll help you for falling, that upper body strength. That's a benefit of Parkinson's, not the falling, the strength. And it's also a really great exercise for strengthening the legs, as we said earlier, for gait, for lifting the legs and walking. But the wall squat specifically, as opposed to the chair squat, also works your quadriceps and your glutes. But it reminds your back of where it needs to be for posture. If your body is here, your posture is off, it throws your balance off. So this will remind your body where it needs to be, where your shoulders need to be for good posture. So we're going to put on our music, work on our wall squats, squeeze those legs up, and curl our arms. Here we go. Try to lift that leg nice and high. Try to bring it back to a 90-degree angle if you can. And everyone's going to look different on this exercise. Don't worry about how low or how high you go. You want to make sure that your knees, however, are underneath your ankles, not in front of your toes. Invisible chair. Shoulders back, halfway through, starting to feel it. Push through your heel, strengthen those legs. Come on. Almost done. And, all right, again, be careful, be safe. Bring your legs toward the wall first before you come up. I'm going to put my weights down, because our last exercise is our cardio. We're going to kick up that music a little more. We're going to do that 2 jog. This is important. I added that hold instead of just a jog, because there's reminding the brain to start and stop, to move faster. By stopping and moving again, you're actually triggering those muscles. It actually makes you faster. It's often used for runners, stopping and starting. It triggers those muscles in your brain to make your muscles move faster. Let's put on our music. Think about stopping and starting. Let's go. And again, once you get it, you can add some lateral motions. Or you can go front and back. You'll really get your heart rate up by changing direction. For Parkinson's, changing direction is key, really important. Get used to going laterally, forward, back, getting used to using it in different directions. For some people, that is difficult, so you want to make sure that you don't lose that. This always gets my heart rate up. All right, almost done. And walk it off. Don't stop, don't stop. Walk it off. All right, we have one more round to do. And this is the round where we include or we invite our brain. Not that we haven't been using our brain yet, but here's where I'm going to give you a cognitive challenge, something to think of besides keeping your form, the benefits of Parkinson's. I'm going to give you something else to think about. So grab some water, get ready for this last round. Okay, our first exercise is the caterpillar with the cross taps. I want you to think of, the cognitive is things that people do to help them sleep. Things that people do to help them sleep. Here we go, caterpillar. Full range of motion while you're thinking. When you can't sleep, what do? All right. Control it. Find your balance on those toe taps. If you have to hold it for a second or two, that's fine too. Almost done. And done. All right. Were you able to fill a full minute with the things that you need, sleep assistance? Our next one is the bird dog bear crawl. Hit the floor, get ready to go. This time, I want you to think of things that people give away or donate. So maybe each time you come down to that bear crawl or come down to the bird dog, think of another one. Then come back and think of another one. Or just list them. Go for it. We're putting our timer on. We're putting our music on. We are going. Here we go. Find that balance. Hold it for a split second. Things that you give away or donate. All right, 10 seconds. And knees down on the floor, take one leg in front of you, hands on that leg. Come on back up. We're gonna go to the chair squats. Okay, our next exercise is chair squats. We're gonna do this for another minute with our music, but wait, before we do this, our cognitive challenge for this one is things that people stand for. And you can take that any way you want. Things that people stand for. I'm gonna bring my arms in front to help me with balance so I don't throw myself up. Let's get going. Pushing down on my heels, things that people stand for. Or take a stand for, I don't know. Your choice. Any way you want to interpret that. Pushing up and down. Standing nice and tall, make sure you're going to a full range of motion, to a full stand. Try not to make sure to end up here with your hips curled. You want to stand nice and tall. Good. We got 10 seconds to go. Make these work for you. Come on. And done. All right, let's get that chair out of the way. We're going to do our standing figure eights. Grab your weight. For this exercise, we're going to be spelling whatever you had for dinner last night. All right? I'm trying to remember what I had for dinner last night. I had spaghetti and meatballs. So I'm going to spell spaghetti and meatballs. And if I have time, I'd like you to spell it backwards, which is really the more fun part. Okay? Whatever you had for dinner last night, spell it out and then spell it backwards. We have a minute to do it. Here we go. Working on rigidity, fighting rigidity, I should say. Strengthening those shoulders. Speed it up, make it a little more cardio while you're spilling dinner. Another reason, thinking about food, want to burn a few more calories. Slow it down, working a little more muscularly. We still have 30 seconds to go. All right, almost done. All right, nice job. You will need your weights for the next exercise. We're going to come over here to this wall. Our last exercise before we get to our cardio is the wall squats with curls and leg lifts. This time, when you lift your right leg, you're in this position here. When you lift your right leg, I want you to think of, we're still on food, think of what you have for things that people eat for lunch, okay? Right leg is lunch. Left leg, furniture. Think of a piece of furniture. So right leg, lunch, something people generally eat for lunch. Left leg, furniture. All right, we're putting on our timer. We're going to blow our minds out with this one. Here we go. Those shoulders back. Confusing, right? That's okay. Almost done. Open up your chest. Come on, almost done. And carefully remove yourself from the chair, from the wall. Lift yourself up. Let's put those weights down because we're on to cardio, our last exercise. For cardio, I don't like to give you a mental challenge because I really want you to think about getting that heart rate up. Just think about moving as hard and as fast as you can. This is our last exercise in our circuit of 6, so really here's your chance. If you haven't done it yet, do it now. Here we go. All right, here it comes. We're almost done, and done. Walk it off. Catch your breath with me. Inhale. Keep moving, don't stop. Grab some water after you get that heart rate down just a little more. Deep inhale, exhale. All right, I'm beginning to feel my heart rate coming down. I'm going to do it a few more times to make sure I'm ready to cool down, slow down safely. Let's do one more. Grab your chair for stretching out if you have one nearby. All right, how'd we do so far? How'd we do? Good. Okay, we used all the large muscle groups. We used core. We used shoulders, biceps, triceps. We used both sides and all sides of our legs. We worked on gait. We worked on posture. We worked on balance. We worked on range of motion. And we worked on contralateral walking and movement. So we've done a lot in this little short session. Good for you. All right, let's start off with just stretching our quads. You're going to grab hold of one leg from behind, grab hold of that toe, gently push back, and hold. A stretch is really just a pull if you do it too quickly. So you want to make sure that you're just going to hold it here for a good 15 seconds or so, just to really lengthen. Give your body a chance to stop guarding. Your body will naturally guard, stop you from doing something that it feels maybe injury, may cause an injury. So you want to do it long enough so your brain understands that this is good for you. All right, we're going to switch sides. I'm going to move this chair over to the other side, just so you can see better. Grab hold of my toe from behind. Make sure that my knee faces the floor, not out to the side, standing tall. Watching out for bending forward. You want to stand as tall as you can, pushing forward with that hip. All right, stretching the front of the leg. Deep breath here, just hold it. Deep breath in and out. Good, all right. Just a few more seconds. We want to make sure again that we're staying safe. We're allowing that muscle to lengthen and stretch. Good, all right, we're going to move on to hamstrings and glutes. One leg in front, heel, toe up in the air. You're going to take a step back from that leg so that you're sitting. Here's that invisible chair again that we did in the squats. You're sitting down as if there's a chair behind you. And you're leaning forward from your hips. You're not bending, rolling forward, you're just leaning forward. You're going to feel a great stretch in your calf and your hamstrings. Just hold it right here. All your weight is actually in your hip so that you're not putting all your weight on your arms. You're leaning back and lengthening, allowing your body to hold here. I'm talking to kind of let the time go by so you don't realize how long you're doing this for. So just hold it a few more seconds. Good, and slowly and gently release, roll out of it by rounding out your back. Bring that leg back so it's in the right position. Extend your other leg forward. Heel down, toe up. You're going to bend, again, you want to make sure that that knee is where it should be. You're sitting back, not forward. Sitting back, you're going to bend from the waist, chest and head up, leaning into it. Feel a great stretch from behind your calf and behind your leg. Good, just hold it right here. Deep breaths in and out. Let's hold it for 8 more. Ready? Count with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently release by rolling up and out. I'm going to turn my chair slightly towards you so you can see me better. I'm going to have a seat. You can do this sitting or standing. We're going to do what's called the number 4 stretch. One leg is bent and directly in front of you. The other leg crosses at the thigh. You can also cross here at the shin. That's fine. We're looking for that knee to be out to the side. If you're standing, it looks exactly the same. Holding on, one leg crosses at the thigh, and you're going to sit back as if you were in a chair. And we're stretching. This is for your glute. So let's just hold it here, one leg at a time. Bring that knee out to the side. Try not to push it. Try to gently stretch it. And let's do this for 10 seconds. We've already done it for a few seconds. So let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you feel that? 5, it should feel good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring that leg down. Position yourself on the other side. That leg is over on the thigh. Your knee is out to the side. Deep breath in. Try not to push with your hands. Try to push down with just just using your muscles to push down. Deep breath in. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Drop that leg. I'm going to stand up again. You can do this seated or standing. Hands on my thighs to assist myself up. Turning my chair around. This is for shoulders and chest. All those bird dogs and bear crawls and figure eights, stretching out those muscles. So I'm going to try to put myself in a 90-degree angle. My legs are behind, my chest is flat, shoulders are flat, and I'm going to push down, and you're going to feel a great stretch right through here, your chest and your shoulders. So let's just hold it right here. If you're doing this seated or standing without a chair, you can do this against the wall or without anything, just hands here and just push down, all right? Let's hold this for 15 seconds as well, pushing down through those muscles gently, safely. Just enjoy this stretch. Try to push through those hamstrings, lengthening your legs as well. Just hold it here. This is a great stretch. You're going to feel this in your upper back and shoulders. Everything is working. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and roll up. And we're going to reverse this stretch by coming up closer, dropping my chin, pulling away, lengthening my back. This is for those wall squats where we were squeezing our back against. Lengthen those muscles. Hold it right here. Nice big stretch. Deep breath in and out. And another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and roll. All right, let's bring your arms all the way overhead. Feel your abdominal muscles, all these muscles in the center of your body. Feel your chest and your abdominals, everything. Feel your arms and shoulders. Everything is lengthening and lifting. Everything is stretching. Enjoy this stretch. Deep breath in and out. Just lengthen every muscle you can. Take all the tension out of those muscles. Bring them higher, bring them longer. Stretch higher. Keep going a little higher, a little higher, a little more. Keep going. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Drop your shoulders. Keep your arms where they are. Relax and release your neck and shoulders. Just bring your head right to left, left to right. Good. Drop your chin down and up. Keep those arms overhead. We are done. Great job today. We'll stretch those arms out to your side as we say yay, because you did a great job today. Here we go. Yay! Last exercise was for your vocal power, holding that note, keeping strong vocal power. Thank you for staying strong with me today. Thank you for joining me. I had a blast. I hope you did too. I will see you the second Tuesday of every month with a new video, second Tuesday of every month. So have a great week. Have a great month. See you next time. Bye-bye.